A lot of people, not a lot of people, some people say that you're not classical look in the criteria type of thing. I had you winning. I don't think it was a discussion. But there are some comments about that. Does that bother you, or like how do you think? Like, does that affect you, or how do you feel about when people say, even though you're the winner, and like some people say, oh, but he's 212 bodybuilder. How does that, like, what do you think around that topic?
Well, see, you know something, at this point, like if this was like the first time it happened, I probably would be upset about it and feeling some type of way. But in actuality, I'm at the same place I was when I first got into Classic, because even when I first started in Classic and I won my a local show, or an overall at a local show, Eastern USA, and then won nationals 2 weeks later, I was getting that at that time. People were saying, this guy's not Classic, he's a bodybuilder, he should be in bodybuilding. So I'm just in the same place, even with this Arnold win, where the same people are pretty much probably saying the same thing. Oh, he belongs in bodybuilding. So it doesn't really bother me at this point, because I'm just so used to it and immune to it. But the people who are saying that, I think they just believe that there's one definition of this word classic. I think people are just so, I think they're confused by the word classic. Like, to me personally, like, I feel like the best, in my opinion, I feel like the best classic bodybuilder of all time is 93 Flex Wheeler.
Yes.
That's what I feel.
Yeah.
Now, see, you guys agree with me on
that?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay.
Guaranteed.
So
218 pounds.
Exactly. Now, and what was Flex Wheeler? He was a bodybuilder. I mean, so what does that mean? He's not classic. He's a bodybuilder. Even if you go back to Arnold Schwarzenegger and Franco Columbu and Frank Zane, what were they? Bodybuilders. It was, you know what I mean? So it doesn't make any sense. And then go ahead. What were you gonna say, Josh?
Sorry, no, that's just a good point.
Yeah. So that's the way I feel on it. And you have some people who share my opinions on that, but like I don't let the whole he's not classic, he's a bodybuilder get me down, because like I said, I'm just so used to it. And then now there's this whole thing going on with the whole vacuum, how they're just raging about the whole vacuum thing, vacuum this, it's kind of it's like blowing up, you know what I mean? But and I kind of just shield myself from the heckling of that too, you know what I mean? Because I don't feel like that a vacuum defines somebody as classic either. I think a vacuum is just something. If your body looks good hitting a vacuum, then by all means do it. And if it doesn't, like my body wouldn't look good hitting a vacuum. Flex Wheeler didn't hit a vacuum, and his body looked great. One of my strong points is my abs, so I'm gonna show that. You know what I mean? So that's my whole opinion on the whole thing.